With FC26 official announcement, I thought I'd break down both editions and what you get. And just to give you a little bit of background on myself, I played FIFA for years, now FC. I do videos all the time, and I've done about 2-3 years worth of videos playing a game. So I've got a lot of information to give you and a bit of understanding. So, as you can see, there is a lot on your screen. This is the Ultimate Edition. We are going to start with the Standard. Now, as a Standard with this bright white screen, as you see there, you do get yourself a 92 plus overall icon for FC25. You have heard that correctly. You get yourself an icon for the game that you are on now, not for FC26. Underneath my camera are all things for player/manager career. And then Pro Clubs has double archetype XP consumables and a new thing that's coming out a little bit later. So we'll go through prices in a second, but that's what you get for the Standard Edition of the pre-order. Now, with that in mind, you have got yourself the Ultimate Edition, which is more expensive, and there is ways to get discounts, which I'll talk about. First of all, you get yourself a 1 of 5 of the FC26 new icons that are coming. Very similar if you pre-ordered last year with the heroes. These icons, you can see there we've got Ibrahimovic and Ronaldo as the two examples. It is a pack. You get one of them out of the 15. I might have said 1 of 5 by accident. 15. This then will be upgraded later on. So these are like the hero cards. Last year I got Jamie Carragher, a little bit disappointed, and he got upgraded in November. These icons are the same, but don't forget Evos are really strong. And then as you see underneath my camera and slightly to my left, or camera right, there is going to be a 1 of 5 player pick, 93 plus icon player pick, and a player evolution. Now these are only for FC25. The FC26 is a 1 of 15 icons pack, which I'm explained. The player pick is for FC25 that you're on now. Now underneath my camera, you get everything that I mentioned in the Standard Edition. So everything you see on your screen here, except for the 92 plus overall icon you get. And all the, you don't get, sorry, but all the manager career stuff underneath you do get. So that means then you get 7 days early access, which is always the same every single year. I think every game does this now. Now, here's the interesting part. So you get 6,000 FC points, which I'll cover again in the price in a second, over 2 months. So you'll get them in installments. Something that apparently breaks down into 3. So you get 2,000 on the day of a game starting, then another 2,000 in the first month, and then another 2,000 in the second month. So over 2 months, you get 6,000. Now, this is interesting because if the season pass is still 1,000 FC points, you've technically got yourself 6 seasons, which is not too bad considering we're in like season 9 now. So you could work it out like that and go, well, at least I get 6 of the seasons for free with my pre-order. You obviously get season 1 premium pass for free anyway. So in theory, you actually get 7 seasons for free if you wanted to use that. But here's the thing I do not like, and I hope EA do kind of change this in the future, but you do get an additional evolution slot. So what that means is you can evo 2 players at the same time if you pre-order the Ultimate Edition. But that being said, they might unlock it for everybody else later on, or you may have to spend coins to get it. But you do get this as it comes. Just like the Season Pass, I'd imagine people with the Standard Edition will be able to use coins or points to unlock the additional player evolution slot. So today I wanted to introduce you to Elderorado.gg. It's a fantastic website to get yourself some FC25 coins. If you're looking to improve your team, it can take up to a matter of 30 minutes and the coins will be deposited into your account. Not only this, they have trusted and verified sellers, so you are buying off somebody else who has the coins available, and it has their delivery time and their review rating of how reliable and fast they are, and 100% guaranteed money back or refund if you are not happy or satisfied with your order. On top of this, they have over 34,000 positive to excellent reviews on their website, so you know these are one of the best places to go. Don't forget to use code NaNNiK to get your discount on your coins. The link will be in the description and in the comment section down below. Let's get back to the video. There's no way EA just hold this behind a paywall for pre-orders only in Ultimate Edition. They do this all the time with cards. We got those hero cards, and for example, these icon ones that we're getting this year, they release them in November anyway as part of a promo, so just keep that in mind. Now, if we were to have a look at prices, starting with the Standard Edition, and we make our way over to the Microsoft Store, this is all in British pounds. You can see here, with EA Play, it's going to be £62.99, or the standard pre-order is going to be £69.99, which is basically 70 quid, right? £70. Now, if I go back to the Ultimate Edition, we also get ourselves the 10% off, which I'll explain in a second, which is going to be £90. Now, in terms of what things cost, and if you don't know how this works, there are several things that you can do for this, for example. So we get £90 and £70 for the 2 editions, or if you have EA Play, you get a little bit less. Now, if you're wondering why I get a discount, the reason being is, and it'll be the same for all of you, if I go back to the, I've accidentally bought this, haven't I? 1 second, let me check this out. I didn't, underneath my camera, which I'll move out the way, there is a 10% off now. Now, if you read in the bold letters, it's until the August the 26th. You get to pre-order this and you get this bonus. If you pre-order this after August the 26th, you don't receive all of the bonuses. You only receive certain things. Now, if we were to head over to the Microsoft Store and we have a look at the games itself, you can see here with the points, first of all, to get 5,900 points, so 100 points short, we can add that on top. That's going to be £45.49 plus the extra pound for 100. So 6,000 points would cost you £46.50. We include that into the Ultimate Edition that we are getting from the games. Now, if we go back and search for FC26, you'll see here that if you were to consider that, that isn't a terrible price if you're going to buy points anyway. Now, if you can see here, wherever it's gone, I think it's just disappeared off my screen. So let me go ahead and find it again. So here we go then. So as you can see there, all the things that I've mentioned, we do get ourselves the points on top. Now you can see here, if you didn't know, even though it doesn't say on the screen here, both editions do get old gen and new gen if you are pre-ordering them. People always ask why, but if your friend's on old gen, for example. Now, let's just take away, say you're going to spend 6,000 FC points on the day of release. I know a lot of people do this. That would be £46 off the night, which is basically you're buying the game for £45 if you think about it in that sense. Doesn't mean it costs you that, but you can see there you will get those 6,000 points. And that's what I would probably recommend going for if you're a die-hard player. An interesting thing with EA is we immediately get a massive discount on this around December time, just before Christmas. So if you don't want to get it from the start, don't stress. EA have a fantastic mechanic, unfortunately, where you can catch up really, really quickly. So if you are behind, I won't worry about it too much. But you can see there, it is going to cost £90 for either version. Now, if I go back to the game again, just to explain exactly what we're looking for here, you will see that if you were going to go one for the other, I highly recommend that you go for that version that I suggested at the beginning, which is the Ultimate Edition, which of course is this version here. Now again, to take away the fact that the FC25 icon pick and the FC26 icon pack, and just focus on the things down below, the 6,000 points, the season pass, and the additional evolution slot for your Ultimate Team players, that alone I think is worth it, especially if you're a die-hard player or you play it more than 6 months out of the year. You'll get your money's worth back very, very quickly. And you'll save a lot of money on the season pass. Now, of course, you can use coins, so there is that argument. But still, in theory, you could use the coins that you get from whatever you pack. The Standard Edition, I wouldn't even bother pre-ordering it personally, unless you want to have the old-gen version with it. But that's totally down to you. For me, personally, I would just wait for the game to be a little bit cheaper. If you are going to pre-order it, try and go for Ultimate Edition. Now, of course, there are like GTA or other online services you can go ahead and buy the codes for. Get it even cheaper with a discount. But I would recommend doing that way and make sure that you are going to, if you are going to buy it, don't go straight to the store. Go into FC25 first, then load it up, and then it will come up with a screen to give you that discount immediately. If you do have EA Play on top of this, it should give you an additional discount, but I think it comes a little bit later, so you can get it a little bit cheaper than normal. Or you can go ahead and use the reward system on a Microsoft, for example, and get some money off, or whatever you want to do. But let me know in the comment section down below if you are going to be pre-ordering it, and if you are going for the Ultimate or Standard. Any questions you may have, please let me know. I'll be back to you as soon as possible. We're going to be covering this game all year, like always, and I'll catch you in the next one.